Hey there, Shalonda Gordon here, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to start a business. And many of you are on here because you're ready to start a wait, hold on one second. Sometimes you just got to get that coffee fix, right? I know lately I need to let it go, but it hasn't happened yet. So back to how to start a business. You are here to start a business. You are here because you made a decision that it's time to start a business. Yet, when that decision is made, you're in this whole place of situations where I need to bring more money into my house. I need to find myself being able to increase my income, or my income's fine, but I want more time on my hands. I'm making good money, yet I need more time so I can enjoy the money I'm making. Or better yet, I just want to make some extra money so that I can pay off some debt and really find myself with less stress each day because now I'm debt free. Maybe none of those are you. Maybe you simply are unemployed right now. You're like, look, I just need to make money, period. And you realize you're tired of having a boss, you're tired of other people controlling whether you create an income or not, and you want to take control back and have it in your own hands. Now, it's really interesting about our lives, okay, and how we believe things. You know, honestly, we believe lies all the time. Well, maybe I should word that differently. What we believe is the truth because we believe it. Okay, what we believe is the truth simply because we believe it. Now, I want to go into something with you right here. I remember when I went to school, and I went to high school and all that, graduated top of my class, got a full ride to college, and went to college to become a physical chemist. Now, obviously, if you see me online or you're listening to my podcast or you've read my blogs or whatever, you realize that I don't talk about chemistry, right? Now, here's the thing. When I paid that money in order to go to school, because I had a free ride, but there were still things I had to pay for, I didn't decide up front that, wait, I need to see all these things first before I pay for them, right? No, I paid the money, got my books, whatever I needed, and I began to go to school. I remember thinking and believing that I would be a physical chemist. Whether it was true or not, that was what I believed. I went to class every day. I studied. I was just telling my daughter the other day about how at my first college, I went to two. I went to DePaul University in Greencastle, Indiana, and then I transferred to University of Georgia. Go Dogs, right? And I remember going to school, and I told my daughter how at my first college we had these libraries with like little cubbies, and we would be in there all night. Everybody had their own cubby, their coffee, you know, whatever they needed, their coffee to drink, whatever they needed. And we would be in these cubbies. We would have our books laid out. It had like a little couch there that we sat on our desk, and everybody had their own little cubby, and they were like stacked, one, two, one on top of the other. And we'd be in there all night studying, reading these books, studying. Why? Because we believed that as we passed these tests, we were going to have jobs in our industry, right? We believed that when we passed this test, we were going to see the results of our dreams become true. At that time, I was going to be a physical chemist, and I was going to continue to go forward to get my PhD, work for NASA, and hopefully go to space before I realized that my eyesight, I'm flat-footed, and honestly, don't think it was going to work out very well yet. I didn't know that at that time, right? What I believed may have been a lie because honestly it didn't come to pass, yet it was my truth because I believed it. And when many of us come in and start a business, we have all these ideas of what that means. Nowadays on the internet and everywhere you can start something for free and make money, yet last I checked, free didn't pay the phone bill. Free didn't pay the mortgage. Last I checked, right? There's no investment necessary and you can be rich tomorrow. There's all these things out there that totally lack truth. They're lies, yet if you believe it, you believe it to be true, right? So now we're in this place where you can start a business. And I remember when I went to school, I had literally one class left to take at Georgia. It was physical chemistry, and I did not take that class. I left college, right? I was tired of it. I didn't want to do it anymore. Even at that time, my belief that this is what I needed to do to become successful did not change. I still believed the lie. I still believed the lie. Why? Because it was basically ingrained inside of me. My own experiences, my own knowledge of what I knew up to that point told me that's how I received success. So no matter what I did afterwards, for a few years, about 10 years to be honest, whatever I didn't succeed in because I believed I needed that degree to have success, even though I wasn't there, right? And even still, you can see the college loans, the student loans, that show that I believed that, right? I went back to school a few times, still did not finish, okay? And here's the thing behind this, guys. I didn't finish school, yet I found success somewhere totally different when I accepted a different truth, when I believed something different. Now you're here to start a business. Do you believe you can have a business? I know many of you watch this now like, yeah, absolutely. Do you believe you can be your own boss? Well, yeah, absolutely, right? Do you believe you can control creating your own finances? Absolutely, right? All I need to know, Shalonda, is how do I get it done? The minute you start, you'll see your true beliefs, who you are, what has been placed inside of you to begin to rise up. When times get rough, are you still going to believe you have what it takes to start a business? When things aren't going the way you expect them to go, will you still believe that you can be your own boss? When it comes time for that vacation that you normally would take because you got paid every 2 weeks consistently when someone else controlled your money, will you still believe then, when you can't take the vacation, that you can control your own money? You must begin to believe something different than you've always believed before. You must believe that your success will come from something different in order to start a business. Now, I began to start a business. I began to have failures after failure after failure because my belief system didn't really believe it, because I did not have the degree. Today, many, many years later, I'm not going to share my age right now, I know that I will have success. I do create my own income. I do control all of that. I am becoming debt-free each and every day, right? I'm paying off them student loans, praise God, right? And I am in that position because now the story I tell myself, the belief I know, is that it doesn't take the physical chemistry degree to get me there, right? Even with all the knowledge I had up to that last course, never had a job in chemistry. Never held a job in chemistry. Haven't done it. Now, ultimately, it's your time to start a business, and believing that you can do it is the first step. It's the first step to starting a business. Now, the second step is, I'm going to tell you a few. The first is believing you can do it. Truly believing. Not saying, well, I'm going to give it a try and see if it works. When you say that, I'm going to try it and see if it works, all you're saying is, I don't believe it works. So if you're saying that, and if it's playing in your mind, just sit back. Don't beat yourself up. Just sit back and think, why is it that I have to try something out? It's funny. When I went to college, I didn't tell the schools, well, before I pay you, let me try out a few classes just to see if it works. No, I didn't say that. And I'm sure many of you didn't say it either, right? You went to school, you paid the money, you went to school, right? So if that thought comes to your mind, don't beat yourself up and feel like, oh, now I can't be. No, you can still start a business, all right? All you have to do is sit there and ask yourself a few questions. Why is it you have to try it out first? Since when was that real? I mean, when you go to McDonald's, do you get a whole Happy Meal and say, let me try the Happy Meal first before I buy one? No, no you don't. Do you go to the stores and say, you know what, I'm going to take this outfit and see if it works first? Now, some people, and I'm not talking to y'all that go ahead and leave the tags on all that. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that. Some people go to the store. You don't go to the store and say, well, let me try this first and then see if it works. You don't go to Olive Garden or wherever and eat and say, well, let me try the meal first and then I'll see if I'm going to pay for it. That's not how it works. This is a business. Decide which business you want. Make the investment in your business and go with it with all your belief that you know it will work. It's not if it works, it's it will work. It will work. When that is your belief, failure is not an option at all. All right? Failure is not an option when your belief is it will work. All you need to show me is what I have to do. I'm investing the money, show me what I have to do, and it will work. Now, here's where that disconnect comes sometimes. Sometimes you start a business and you join individuals that have no idea what it takes to make it work. Therefore, they don't know. It's the blind leading the blind, and now you're stuck, right? Or you start a business and the team's just not there. You're not getting the fulfillment of individuals really saying, hey, how you doing? How's it working out for you? You're just not getting that, and therefore you begin to fail. Or you start a business, you're just like, this is just boring. And if I'm bored, it's not good, right? And so you find yourself stopping, right? Or you find yourself doing it and the money's just not there as soon as you think it should be. You started yesterday, you think you should be making $1,000 tomorrow, and it's not happening. So you stop. Starting a business, when you decide to start a business, you must accept that I've not done this before. I might have to learn a few things. It might take me a little bit of time to understand, yet it will work. And I'm going to do what it takes to make it work. I'm going to learn what I have to learn. I'm going to let go of the beliefs of what I think I know because I've never done this before, so obviously I don't know. And I'm going to bring to the table what I've learned already and then start to learn and pour in more and more and more of what needs to be learned. Guys, in today's time, it's 2013 right now, to start a business is the best decision you'll ever make. It's the best decision you'll ever make. It's a totally different type of lifestyle than most would lead you to believe. Because usually when a person comes out, they're already there. They've reached success. And they fail to kind of tell you some of the steps they had to go through to get there. Some of the failures they had to go through to get there, right? They fail to tell you that, look, I had to study. I've been in this game for a second, and I'm still learning each and every day. Each and every day, right? Because the more I learn, the better I get. The better I become at what I'm doing, right? Guys, right now you're watching this start a business. You want to start a business. You're not sure which business you want to start. I have a great business, right? And I love it. It allows me freedom. It allows me to leverage the internet so that I'm making money even while I'm sleeping. I'm making money while I'm spending time with my daughters. I'm making money while I'm doing many different things, right? And for me, that's what I like. I like to make the money. So when I'm working, I'm studying, I'm putting in time. Well, the time I'm putting in is on the internet, so I'm able to leverage that later on. And I'm ready to teach many people, working with many people each and every day to show them how they can find themselves in the same place. Do I share get-rich-quick things? No, I don't. Unless you've made money on the internet already, it might take you a little bit of time, and that's okay, because once you've spent that time, you've learned some things, it will work for you forever and ever and ever. It's just like when I went to school for chemistry, or when you went to college. At first, I didn't get a job at NASA off the bat right at the beginning of my freshman year. No, I had to go through each and every day studying, tests, internships, right? Had to do this, studying all this, and then after that, in hopes that NASA would hire me. Now, during this time, I was spending money while I was going to school. My full ride at the beginning, then I transferred, I had to pay for that. Spending money to get this information so that I could work for NASA. And ultimately, none of that came to pass. I did spend the money, yet I didn't work for NASA, right? So you have to come into your business with that same idea. I might have to spend a little money, and I might have to put in some time to learn a few things, right? To keep learning and learning and learning, right? And everything I learned from my team, for the people I work with, guys, and I coach, I train you on learn something, implement it. So while you're learning, you're earning. You don't have, not like we were in college. You know, in college, we earned on internships. Some of us, I had paid internships when I was in college. Some people, they have free internships. They don't even get paid for that, right? You just learning, and no payment. Well, here, I teach something, and then you go implement it immediately, right? Or we'll learn together. I'll hear about it. Hey, guys, come on, let's learn this. Now let's implement it. So that's working for us while we're learning new things. See, when you're a business owner, when you start a business, you don't have to go through 4 years before you can actually implement. No, you can go through 30 minutes and implement. 30 minutes and implement, right? That's what you can do. It's real interesting. I have 2 daughters, and I want to make sure that, you know, my oldest like, yeah, I can't wait for college. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Yet, I'm teaching her an entrepreneurial mindset. So that, yeah, even while you're in college, how about we have this little thing on the side, just in case? You know, how about you're learning and implementing while you're just learning, right? So that while you're learning and implementing, you're learning some things that you can, tangible things you can use today. Things you can use right now versus just learning, right? You see what I'm saying? You know what? It's time to start a business. You're in the right place, and obviously this is the right time. You see the environment around us, right? It's time for you to make a decision, because each decision you make leads you into that next space of what's next. You're on this video, so obviously you want to start a business. What you have to do now is to choose that business. Choose who you're going to lock arms with and follow into the next place. Who's going to train you to implement, train you, implement, so that you can get started immediately. Guys, I'm here to offer that to you. Now, for some of you, you already clicked off this video, and I'm not even talking to you. Some of you right now are like, oh, here we go, and you clicked off the video. That's fine. that's fine, because this information isn't for you. This is for those that understand that what you believe is what you will get. If you believe a lie, then it becomes truth to you, right? If you believe the truth, it becomes a truth to you as well. The reality is your truth is what's going to happen. Those that have clicked away, they don't believe they can start a business anyways. Those of you still here right now, you believe you can start a business. And you know, right now, that's pretty much where everything is at a standstill. Is the sooner I start, the sooner things start to happen in my life. This is that time for you now. Click the link below. Click the link below this video and realize that now is the time to start. Okay? Let's start to train and implement. Train and implement. It's not about leaving you out there to figure it out on your own. Now, I have the information. I've put some time in. I've learned quite a bit of things, and I'm still learning, like I told you. And you want somebody that's constantly learning and evolving, because that's going to be best for you as well. Make it a great day. Make sure you share a few smiles. Click the link below, because understand this, I'm not offering this very long. There's only going to be probably a few, maybe a month more, maybe another 25 days that I'm offering this type of one-on-one where you can get in, get this information, and move forward, because getting ready to speak at a pretty large event, and I'm not sure what my time is going to be able to do after that, right? Time's getting low, and I'm a single mom, so first off, my kids get that, right? I'm here to show you how, right? I'm here to guide you to the information that you need so you can start implementing. Be prepared to make the investment into yourself. Once you understand how to create your own income and leverage the internet, one, you'll have more time, more money, and a much more joyful life. It's an interesting journey over here, I can tell you that. Loving every single second of it. Every single second of it. I think my jaws hurt from smiling so much, but many will tell you I smile all the time anyways. Guys, it's definitely that time. Start a business. Don't waste another second. Don't let anybody deter you. Focus on what you need for your family and your life. All right? Click the link below. Make it a great day, and I'll catch you later.